go. Back on the river.
The river. Yeah, Muskegon. We can say river names here. Okay. So, yeah, we just saw a couple eat on top here. Some maybe bug eaters.
So that's what I wanna try. Summertime smallmouth eating. I know back in Virginia, it's cicadas, and it's not just like the years that we have cicadas. It's they say dog day cicadas, the ones we get every year.
Yeah.
So I got some stuff to kind of give them that look.
I haven't heard any cicadas yet, at least.
It doesn't have to be. I mean.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if it's unique to Michigan rivers or not. They tend to be, it's just more buggy up north, and there's some trout in here, and yeah. I think these smallmouth are more adept to eating insects. So it's pretty cool. I've seen them hatch here before, and really just key on sipping on top, and it's a pretty fun bite.
We had a slurp eat of the billy goat last night. I didn't get him.
That was a big one.
But it wasn't a whoosh. It was a.
Yep, and that's how almost all the topwater eats I get on this river are. So it's a pretty fun thing.
All right, let's go get buggy.
Yeah, let's get buggy, baby. Trying to think if we want to go up. See, this river is just so fast. It's hard to work upstream with the motor.
I have trouble reconciling that this is the same river that I was on most of yesterday. That was
that bird.
It's an oriole.
Is that an oriole?
Yeah. I filmed one yesterday. So it's just weird that this is the characteristic of this river changed so much from that kind of boggy, grassy, wide bottom that braids out in a wider river bottom, that this looks more like a smallmouth river than where I was fishing yesterday. And I guess when you get closer to Lake Michigan, it just has less gradient.
Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna run up a little bit and fish down, so it'll be easier for us. So. Crushed that thing, dude. Oh, shit. Never caught that brown before. First brown trout ever.
Really?
Yeah. Never got one. That thing absolutely crushed it.
Wasn't I just saying I saw something in mid-river that just...
Yeah. You said something about a trout.
Is that a trout?
There we go. How do you just hold a trout just by it? Yeah.
That way I feel like I can lip it.
Yeah, I know.
Just support them. All right, let her go. Zoom. All right, well, what does that say for the day? Bug eaters. But that wasn't a bug. That was the fluke.
That was a fluke. Even the trout want flukes, and they're trying to send us a message.
Yeah.
My fluke just went, it's gone. Oh, there's another one, Jeff. Yeah. You got that damn camera out, you can't catch it. This might be a 20. You get that net.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a 20 all day, maybe big. Hell yes.
Nice, man.
take that, baby.
Beauty.
Yes, sir. Look at that, right? I mean, could you get any better of a hook set than that? That's right where we want her.
Nice. What you got here? She hitting that 20, huh? Nice, dude.
Oh no, we need a spot lock here because this bank is going to be ridiculous the whole way through. It's not a bad fish, but it's probably what you were catching yesterday. I like that.
A lot of 15s. I probably had 40 of them that were 15 inches, like right around it. So how many you got on the Fluke?
Maybe like 5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah. Well, my bug's caught that many. I'm gonna come back to the bug, but like the fluke fishing just seems too much fun. I'm just gonna go a step bigger than what you've done.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw the 7-inch center jerk shad.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm rigging that up next. We'll get back to the bug stuff.
Keep shrinking.
You saw the eat?
It's super cool.
So you're just visually strike detecting. Yeah?
Yeah. That one, it swam about 6 feet with its back out of the water.
Oh, you had the reverse wake thing going.
Nice
I
fish.
should probably get the net, huh?
Yeah, I'll need it. This is what I'm talking about. Freaking, this rod just doesn't have the like. That was cool. Cool eat. I'd go 18.
Nice.
Probably 17 3/4, missing a little bit of its
Yep.
upper lip there. Same spot.
2-aught octopus.
That's a Gamakatsu wide gap finesse hook. So I think it's like more of like a wacky rig.
Gotcha.
It's what you see, it's red, but it's a little worn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be 17 1/4, I bet.
Yep, that's what you said.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Look at its mouth when it's closed.
Huh. Missing a chunk.
Yep.
They definitely have a rough life. Like river smallmouth in particular, I think, just
Yeah.
get beat up by the river and by us.
By muskie.
Yeah,
Pike.
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. No? Put them in the net. Okay, there you go.
Chunky 15.
How many you got?
I don't know, I mean, probably at least a dozen.
Okay, 12-0.
You haven't caught one yet?
No? I stuck with a bug for a while. Now I've been switching from thing to thing to thing. There's a reason I put the threw the black jig on. I may have to go back to my Fluke.
You just go back to the Fluke and see if I'm crushing all this.
Pretty much.
Get some swords on. It's not bad. It's not like super heavy head shakes, but it's heavier.
Oh, get away from the motor.
I'm off prop.
So there's nothing he'll catch on? He likes your pod. He's digging. Of course, I'm swinging at him from the wrong. That was horrible. I'm doing this left-handed, holding the. Here, you just both swing him and I'll just chase it in with the net. Why don't you do that? That was awful.
Jeez. I just killed it.
Why did I bother? It's this holding the camera deal.
Yep, that'll do it.
What's the priority here, man?
16 of it, 17.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna do these. Put eyes on them. So this is what I got the big one out on Door Shack on. Was that 4-inch shiner. I came home from that trip and just tied or poured a bunch of these heads. That grip pin hook. So, huh?
Oh, your video thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to be bottom bouncing the Fluke, and you're going to be middle of the water column.
All right.
We'll see how that stacks up.
Sounds good.
And if you continue to just smoke me, I may have to ask you for one of those hooks and some of your Flukes.
I got one. I took 2 out because I figured you might want one.
All right. I won't be too proud to do it, man.
Yeah. I'm more than willing to give you whatever you want.
On the Fluke, on the bottom.
About 40 guys here waiting right by that ramp one time.
Yeah. Another brown. See you later, Mr. Brown.
Pretty fish.
All right. So I'm on Josh's boat. Josh is doing Josh things with the Fluke. I'm doing Jeff things with the Fluke, which is different than Josh things with the Fluke. I'm putting it on the bottom. He's middle of the water column. And I should just do what Josh does. So you're gonna coach me. All right. So you have this 2-aught Gamakatsu, say it again?
Wide gap finesse.
Wide gap finesse. All right. Am I hooking it this way or this way? I think it makes sense.
So
it doesn't matter.
The knot I don't usually worry about, but you're gonna go, the point of it's gonna go from the flat side up through
Okay.
the rounded side, and it's usually about, you know, what, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch.
All right, we're gonna get some close up of rigging this to make sure that we go the right distance into the nose and the right direction for the right action, which is how you've been catching. I'm just doing a Palomar.
Yeah, if you go too far into the nose, the hook won't be free enough to get a good hook set. If you go too shallow, it'll just rip off the nose. So there's a little bit of a Goldilocks zone with that nose.
This one's just right. All right.
Yeah.
Grab this and show me the right way to rig it.
So, you know, when you Texas rig it, you know, your point of your hook, I think technically your point of your hook would come through the bottom here.
Yep.
And your round of your hook would sit right here. So we'll call the flat side the bottom, the rounded side the top. So you're gonna take the hook through the bottom side, and usually about halfway the width of the shank of the hook.
Okay.
So that gives that hook enough space to set a hook, and you just bring it through vertically like that.
Yep.
And then you just do that. Now, what it does though is now your pivot point is a little bit in front of the bait. Yeah. And it just allows the action of the bait.
The side-to-side glide.
Yeah, and you really have two pivot points. You have your line, right, and you have this. Okay. I'm gonna bite your little.
You don't like that tag? Not happy with that.
Gotta get a clean knot. But yeah, we're gonna fish it like very erratically.
Yep.
It falls pretty parallel with this setup, so it's gonna fall, you know, does a little shimmy. It lets the backside of that bait, because if you have a Texas rig, think about it, if you hold this bait up, it's not gonna do that. Right? It's gonna be supported by the shank of the hook. So this whole bait's just free floating, and so when it falls, it looks very realistic. And yeah, I've just been letting it fall, then twitch, pull it up, let it fall again, and they eat it about every, you know, every type of movement. They're eating it. Okay. And I'm jerking it, falling it.
You're gonna take the camera. You're gonna put the rod down. You're gonna coach me through.
All right.
Just the first catch.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. Check it out.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna cast it out there, and then you're just gonna wait for a smallmouth to hit it.
That's what I do with.
No, yeah. I mean, coaching wise, this isn't great habitat, because we've been getting most of our action in sort of like pocket water. So this river, you can kind of see it's moving like a very consistent current, and the places where I feel like we've had the best luck have been places where it's a little slower.
I took you at your word. I have not pushed this yet.
No, I'm joking. I keep it moving pretty consistently. It's more.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. Like how long is your?
It's probably like a.
How long is the pause between twitch, and how much of a?
It depends. If there's a spot I really feel like is going to produce, I'll pause it. Like I'll let it sink down into a log, or you know, over the top of it. If it's just open water, I'm like twitch, and then I'll pause for maybe like a second, and then twitch, so enough for it to kind of die. You know, it looks like it's dying. I'm trying to pay attention here because I don't want to rip off my trolling motor. See that log over there? It's kind of, what I'll do on that stuff is I'll cast up towards kind of the base of that, and then let it drift and just barely kind of shake it as it's drifting down parallel to that log. Do a lot of that. And there we go. Nice one.
Oh, he's off.
Oh.
I'll let him jump.
Be cool as we can get an eat.
So I can see the white, and it's skirting along.
Yeah, very much so. Use that as like I'm watching my Fluke at all times.
Is that why you always use white?
No, I use other colors, but I definitely prefer to see it if I can. Because even if I can't see the fish, I see the Fluke disappear.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of times that's just when I set the hook. I mean, you'll feel them depending on how they're hitting, but
you do it well, but you don't.
The problem is that it's very instinctual
because you've done it so long.
Yeah.
Can you enunciate like?
Yeah. So
when you see me do something wrong, like if I'm just.
Yeah, very light. So more.
Hey, that isn't it, dude.
Very light jerks. I'm just like you're doing right there. Just twitch. You know. So yeah.
How many inches are you looking to move it, and how often?
In open water, I'm moving it decently fast. But if I'm in a high percentage area, I feel like
right next to that log.
Yeah, I'll let it just sit like that. I tend to do some different stuff with it too. Like when I throw it into a spot that's like I really think there'll be a fish, I actually give it like 2 cranks kind of fast, like almost swim it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that'll pull them out of wherever they're at, and then I'll let it die, and then they'll eat it. But yeah, like right there, you're doing now. I would have twitched it by now, maybe like, and I kind of do a little pop pop thing, just like real, yeah, like 2 pop pop, and then I'll let it, yeah, and then I'll kill it, yeah. And they usually will hit it while it's like, you know, sitting still,
Yeah.
more than anything.
They T-bone it once.
Yeah, while it's like dying.
But they have seen it move, so they at least know.
Yeah, definitely more like an injured, struggling bait fish, you know.
I guess, yeah, the biggest question is how much action is too much action?
I mean, depends on how active they are.
Yeah.
Right now they're pretty active, so I feel like you can move it pretty fast. You probably get bit no matter what. But there's also times when they want it like really, really slow.
Dead sticked.
Yeah, like just like not even in this particular river. I've had a bite like that where I feel like we've caught a lot of our fish in more that like I call it smally speed, but you know, just you can see tension on the water, but you're not just blowing through it without a trolling motor. But I guarantee you there's some sitting on some of this stuff. Yeah, see how the current kind of swept?
Yeah,
I do
sped
that.
it up into that.
Yeah, but I like that a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I like kind of letting the current sweep it. Yeah, I get it in this place. I'll just let it, yeah, and then I'll pop it once and maybe, yeah, let it fall down that seam. Very, like I said, very erratic. I'm not doing anything super. If there's one like pattern the way I'm doing it, it is erratic. It's not. I don't have a cadence.
No cadence.
You know, when guys like say, you know, suspending jerk baits, jerk pause, jerk pause, whatever. I just don't do that with these. I'm kind of feeling out where it's at, what it's over, what kind of water it's in, and depending on that, I'm mixing up my. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Watch one just absolutely crush it right here. That'd be sick if we get one right here. So we would get that on camera. I would throw like, see where that, like right up against that rock. A lot of times we'll be sitting like right up against, yeah, like that. Yeah, and then I would just kill it right there. Just because there's a lot of stuff around there, I want it sitting in it as much as possible. Oh, there you go! Oh, he came and he got it. Oh, that was so cool too. Oh, that was so awesome.
What did I do wrong that he got off?
I think you just had the current had pulled your line out and you just had slack. I would have reeled up first and then.
Okay, so instead of swinging on him, just reel?
Well, no, I swing on him, but
I've
you
been
just.
doing that with the bigger fluke, and it's kind of a better hookup percentage just reeling than set.
I definitely set the hook with these. Not like a jig, but I kind of set it sideways.
That hit while he was just sitting there.
Yeah, that was so cool.
You think you got that on film?
I was pointing towards that. I don't know if I did or not. That was gonna be cool if you can see it. We'll go swing over and get this other one.
Well, that was a visual. Like I saw him flash, and then I saw the weight disappear.
I saw the whole fish swim towards it and eat it. I saw the entire thing.
Huh.
All right, so we got a we're mid-river right here. You know, we're banks over here, banks over here. We got basically these rock pilings. I don't know exactly what they're here for, but they're creating.
Man-made?
Yeah, it looks like it, but I don't know. It's hard to say. So they create like basically a pile in the river, and there's sediment that's collected on the back side of them. It's created this little like shelf, little almost like flat, and it also has a current break. I mean, if there's one place where you think a smallmouth would be, it'd be in rocky substrate where there's current break and places for it to go tuck itself in. There's a bunch of little rocks. So
you think there's someone over there hanging out with your little turtle?
I do, yes. So
where's my cast? Am I going beyond it and then drawing it into it? Am I plopping it right in the middle? Am I skipping it into the top? What am I doing?
If I could give you the perfect cast for this, I would literally put it, so you see where you got the top 3 boulders?
Yes.
I would put it
in between that and the next one back?
Yeah, exactly. Between those two, I would put that Fluke right there, because I bet you what's going to happen is you're going to pull out of that stuff into that more like clear water right there, and you're going to draw one out from those rocks, and it's going to come and eat. All right. That's what I would.
Show it.
All right.
That was the cast, right?
Yep. And see, the last time one had followed all the way out there. Now try the other side of that rock. There you go. Yeah. And there she is. Your drag's too loose to also.
Is that it?
Oh yeah. Oh, your drag's too loose, dude.
Is that it? That's my problem. All right, I'm learning. Drag's
Come on,
too loose.
Jeff.
Wait, what is this?
We got noobs in the boat.
Pull on it. Pull on it. Pull on it. I've lost 3. Is that good?
I would tighten it.
Tighten that?
Yeah. Yeah. Here, keep tightening it.
Dude, you're locking it down.
Like that. That's not locked down. Yeah. You're gonna get a good hook set like that.
This is how I break fish off. Okay.
Well, I'd rather break them off than what happened the last couple times. So, and usually I would say there's probably one active fish eating in this thing. You probably had your shot. A spot this small.
That's a trout. See the bug hanging there? I think it's a trout. I think you're crazy. This is way too tight.
All right. I caught a 20 like that with mine. You can look at my drag if you want.
A spot.
All right, here's my prediction. Those, if you look downstream, you see those kind of 4 boulders in a row. Between here and that last boulder, we're gonna get our first actual landed smallmouth on a no-stick fluke. All right. Hang on, I'm gonna get positioned here where we can. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna bank shoot right here. Let it kind of drift. Couple twitches, let it drift. Couple twitches, let it drift. That sort of thing. And another good thing about this technique is you throw it on a spinning rod, you can get a pretty long cast with it. Like it's it does have an open hook, but really it's fairly resistant to getting.
Well, it stays up. It's
yeah.
Not, its buoyancy is. This is, I think what you figured out with that hook and that weight, it stays in the middle of the water column.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't go down. It doesn't linger near the top. It just wherever you put it, it should be.
There you go. Heck yeah! Yeah!
Alright.
Hey, Jeff, look at that, bud! For Chrenko rig fish.
Alright. Thank you. Alright, now you can put the camera down and join me in catching these again. Thank you for the coaching.
That was intense.
The one I had up there was good. But I feel like, it's roof of the mouth. Got him. There's the hook. See ya. Alright. So you can see the spin, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see how it's all...
Yeah.
How do you unspin them?
Yeah, I'll let him just hang every once in a while.
Just let him hang and...
Yeah.
Do you have bird's nest? Have you?
I'll get him for sure.
What do you do to combat it other than just let it? And I'm going to show you the.
Put new line on.
Do you?
I'm sure you can let all your spool out behind the boat.
So
and
let it hang, and it's going in that direction. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. That was sick, dude. Oh, that one came out from the back side of that rock and absolutely T-boned it.
It's fun watching him do it in clear water.
Dude, that was sick. I can see one right there, a big one. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Look at it. There's one sitting right on the back side of that.
Of the rock?
Yeah, on the back side of the rock. I think that's a fish. Maybe not. Might be like a slit in that. Yeah.
I just saw the white disappear.
Yeah.
They're eating right in front of us. They don't really care.
Yeah, they don't care. You guys stole your fish.
Well, he tagged mine, and then I teased him up for you.
So what were you saying that meant?
That my fluke was folded up in half, that he just T-boned it and I missed him.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, sun's up fully, and I feel like it went from getting a lot of really good sized big fish that we're willing to eat to now, it's like smaller fish are eating, big fish are probably more tucked into stuff. So we're moving over across where there's more of a shade on this bank, and probably the big fish, if we're gonna have a chance at them, are going to be tucked up closer to stuff. Just kind of a natural thing they do during the day in the summertime. Big fish go hide middle of the day, but they can still be caught. Just gotta probably not doing any sort of open water stuff where they can see you. This is a lot bigger rod than what.
Oh, I still have a line out. Show me what you got him on. That is not a fluke, Josh. You've changed tactics.
A little Spro Megalodron.
Nice.
Trying to draw the bigger fish. It's not bad.
Yep.
Take
nice.
It. Probably 16. It's a good one. Here. Take that.
Yep. So I switched back to my bottom weighted fluke because we've had so many followers on his swim bait, and I was throwing the other fluke behind and they weren't eating it. A lot of times when they get to the bottom, when something goes to the bottom, that can be a strike trigger, and it was with that guy. Not always, but when the sun is out, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a tougher bite. I just wanted to try something different, and that worked. But I'm picking off his followers.
It's like minimum threshold for a max. Treble hook. Follower. Look at that. Two of them. It's a nice one. Push that down. There it goes.
Nice. All right, that was a fun morning.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna go to the kayak adventure series. You're setting up.
Fist pump.
Yeah, you're setting up your Achigan stuff there.
Yeah.
I'll set up the boondock stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully sell some stuff and party and catch some more fish.
Cool.
So,
thanks for watching.
yeah.
See you.